in my attempts in trying to make this Brunhild look as good as possible, I'm thinking this may be one of the best teams we could probably try out. What our best kind of starting hand is going to be though is definitely going to be a tad bit confusing. We could go, I mean, this is going to be just the remove debuff, so we go something like this, really praying we can get some really nice numbers out with her here. With the Extort, surely, and Brunhild support, I mean, granted, is type disadvantage against this one. Can you please do a little bit more on this final attack? And she's still hitting crits, is very, very nice. On her first showcase, for some reason, she decided not to crit whatsoever. I don't know why that was the case, but that happened. Let's see. I feel like this is going to be a lot better than the Lidursil showcase. Having her be the main showcase unit and having those two only provide support and not be able to bring any value to the team when it comes to their own cards was really tough. All of these teams are so tanky, especially with the amount of demon teams we faced in yesterday's video. The amount of darkness you get, the amount of extra stats that come from those, it is almost impossible to beat. He's pretty much back at full HP. I mean, we could probably go ahead and kill Estarossa. We can kill Estarossa and then we're as good as done for. Level 2 Extort. I mean, I'm going to have high hopes. I have high hopes for today's showcase. Going to absolutely cook with the Full Moon Mono, and it's a bad start to the video. We'll get around this. But other than that, we're already a couple days into the latest update, and I still haven't gone ahead and done the Lidursil final boss. Apparently it's a lot easier than some of the other ones, or it's not easy, but it's a whole lot less gimmicky, which is very, very nice. Apparently the farming teams for it are a lot better to run now, which I'm very excited for, because farming some of the Sariel or Tamil ones was a massive hassle. So yeah, gonna try and get top score on that probably right after this video. Man, do you think when Brunhild used to turn 1 teams on a good scenario? Are we just gonna have the same thing happen again? I think we are. Man, I'm glad Melia is as strong as he is free to play, because I would say Escanor is definitely more powerful than Meliodas is. At 6 out of 6 when you get all of the broken revives, all that kind of stuff, but without it, it's a little bit hard to say the same. Could you please, I was gonna say, could you please let Mono live so we can get the extra crit support, but Benimaru is not gonna let that happen. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go full send on his Melanie. If we can get rid of Melly, we'll probably be looking kind of nice here. Go 1, 2, and 3. I'd ideally like to try and get one of her ults out in today's video. I'm talking about the Mono, of course. You're a little bit off, aren't you, Brunhild? And then we get the block effect. Huh. And finally, we have been blessed with something that isn't the demon team. Oh my, oh my. Okay, can we please go ahead and kill... I think maybe killing Elizabeth might be the go here. I mean, we're going to go for the all AoE turn to start off anyways, but after that, if we can kill the Elizabeth, that'll stop the full heal, and that'll remove a whole bunch of the stats that they'll be getting from her passive. Would have been nice if you could have crit run. Not gonna lie. Ooh, the crit multipliers on it are so nice. That was almost 400,000 there. I mean, granted, we are attacking into at least one type advantage target, and then, oh, that is just a perfect hand going into this next one. You see, the second we don't verse the demon team, we are fine. We are absolutely cooking with gas, but otherwise, we just, the Tarmiel Association, Meliodas, and Estarossa together, combined with all the stat lowering you get from Zeldris, usually that stuff isn't a problem, because most of the time you're just rocking Escanor, and even though you can still remove some of the buff stats he can get, you can't lower him from his base. I know there's a little bit of confusion on how that whole thing works, but if you're giving him extra stats, whether that's from the Gotha passive, stuff like that, they can be removed from these characters like Hussark and Zeldris, but you can't go below what you'd see at his worst, so, or what he's at his base. I should probably go ahead and word that. 1, 2, and 3. Wow, we actually go ahead and win matches. I mean, I could spend all afternoon here queuing and just waiting for people that aren't using the demon team, but I'd end up dropping even lower than I already am, and we definitely don't want that to happen. Let's go. I'm actually... I should be this hyped for a win in Masters. Yes, we did it. Oh my god, is this a blessing? Back to back, no demon team? I think Netmarble's deciding to spare us for once. Oh, and if we could get a crit on this Gotha, that'd be oh so nice. Crit with the Brunhild AoE. I still have yet to build the Holy Relic as well. I have been super, and I know I'm pretty much always slacking on getting the Holy Relics. I have plenty of the Skull and Hardy materials now, just waiting for them to release new characters for those ones, but man, going ahead, and I think Brunhild, although she is one of the bird ones, I have a couple of the deer ones to do, and deer is just... I've been complaining a lot this video, man. I should play stuff, but Deer is a lot harder to do, I feel like, than the other two. Maybe that's just me, but I still don't have the Jormungandr one, which may be half the reason why, but yeah, Bird is so fun. I absolutely love going back and doing Bird, and even Skull and Hardy at this point, I feel like are a really, really fun boss. Still a lot of difficulty in that content, which is really nice. Let's see. Once again, I mean, we still have the Extort on you, so primarily going to focus on Elizabeth. 1, 2, and 3. We one-tap Escanor. I was hoping we could get him into the revive state just a little bit earlier. And I should have targeted Zeldris with the second one. To have advantage, we definitely would have been... Oh, wants to do it anyways. Good on you, the AI. AI does the right decision, but we end up getting a little bit of backlash from it. Demonic Hellzone, and then what, Cleave Card? Yeah. Yeah, he goes for the Cleave Card. Man, a Brunhild ultimate at least would have been kind of cool. I'll just throw that into you, just in case. I mean, surely Zol just dies here, even type disadvantage, and we can just throw that into Escanor, considering how many revives he's got. Because if this was 6x Escanor, he could easily kill my whole team with just the 4 or 5 revives that he'd get, but this is a lot more bearable, him only having the 2. I really hope he comes back. I doubt it'll be on the next festival banner, but the one afterwards. We should have a festival coming out in February, so the fact that we're already over halfway through January is just around the corner. And I was going to start up Kakarot. I purchased the game a little while ago, probably sooner to when it released on the Steam store, which I think had a separate release to when it came out everywhere else. No, never mind, I'm thinking of the Switch version, but I was really thinking of starting Kakarot, and I was wondering if you guys would be interested in seeing other games like that on the channel, whether or not that's just something I should make an entirely different channel for. I would try and keep it primarily close to just anime games. I very rarely do other kind of stuff. Maybe if they released a new Monster Hunter, something like that, which is still in the kind of Japanese audience. Really, really good game. Absolutely love that series, but I wouldn't do it crazy. I'd still be trying to be sticking mainly to the Grand Cross, and then I still have to set stuff up and get overlays, all that kind of stuff done, but would love to start doing some Dokkan on the channel as well. But I've been saying that for a while now. We'll have to wait and see when I go ahead and actually man up and start getting it done. Is Escanor just gonna... Huh. So yeah, Mono's great, but she can't do that, which is why she's... Every unit in your box at this point is underwhelming if they're not Escanor or Melee. Goddamn. Goddamn, goddamn. Well, I mean, actually getting some wins today is very, very nice. I'm happy with this unit. I still think that she should have released it right before Escanor. That would have been so much fun, being able to go absolutely crazy for her. She is also a really good release after the Meliodas and the whole New Year's thing, because if you haven't, go ahead and have a look at the rates and just the units on this banner. There is no reason you should be summoning here. There's some unique characters that maybe you might have missed, not picked up. I suppose a couple dupes in Chandler could be nice for CC, but primarily definitely want to be skipping that banner. But there we go. That just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please hit the like button, subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.